I really am excited to be here, although the statistics are against me. They have been consistent over the years. The majority of people hate presenting. They don't like being up in front of people. As a matter of fact, Jerry Seinfeld has a really great line about this, where he talks about being at a funeral, and the guy giving the eulogy thinks he'd be much better off in the casket. So I kind of know how he feels. Early in my career, I was in software sales, and I was giving a presentation to some executives all about this software. I was so excited. I prepared really well. I had all the details about what the software did, how great it was, all these things about it. And I left that presentation, yes, I thought I did great. I told my manager, we've got that deal. I feel really good about that presentation. I forgot one thing, my audience. I was talking about things that were really important to me about the software. My audience was not technical at all. So I wasn't talking about anything that was important to them. How it would affect their operations, how it would affect their customer care, anything about that. We did not get the sale. Honestly, at the time, I didn't even realize why we didn't get the sale. Have any of you ever been in a situation like that, where you're with a client, you think you're doing a great job, and you're just missing it? You're just not making that connection with them. Why is that? I also had a personal experience. You know, it doesn't just happen in professional situations. These communication skills and connecting with your audience could be your spouse, your son, your daughter, your mom, or your dad. Just this past fall, my parents live in Southwest Florida, and if you'll remember, Hurricane Irma was moving in. I was really concerned, and I was watching the Weather Channel. Actually, I was addicted to the Weather Channel. I was watching the Weather Channel like you sit down to eat a bag of potato chips. You're just gonna have a couple. I was just gonna check on the status of the storm. You end up eating the whole bag. I sat there for at least an hour. You just had this, they're talking all about the storm, how big it is, Category 5, winds of 185 miles an hour, and I'm on the phone with my parents, and I'm talking to them. Mom and Dad, all this wind, the storm is coming. It's going to hit right by you. Guess what? They were watching the Naples news. Well, the Naples news is talking about the gas shortage, all the people trying to leave Florida, the traffic, and really scaring them about leaving. So we were not connecting. I was all concerned about the data about the storm and that it was coming to them. They had other things that they were concerned about. Again, have you ever been in a situation like that with a client? You know how to solve their problem. You know exactly what they need to do, and you're standing there saying, here's what you need to do. They, however, have other concerns. They're over here with their thought process. And as the Weather Channel, which I was still binge watching, came up with a 9 to 12 storm surge as landfall approached, that's when I called my mom and I said, do you realize if these meteorologists are only half right, because of course she thought they were trying to scare everyone, they're only half right, or only a portion right, the storm surge is going to be 2 or 3 feet high, and you're going to have to carry the Shih Tzu dog around Fitz on your walker until you can get rescued. Well, just like that, they were ready to get out of there. Just had to speak her language. It was all about connecting with her. I learned that important lesson that it's really never about me. It can't be about me. It has to be about my audience, whether that's my family, whether that's my client. One of the things that really helps me, I'd like to give you a couple tips as well. The first one is thinking about your audience, not yourself, as you prepare to communicate. And that could be a prepared presentation, or it could just be a conversation you're having. But really think about what their perspective is. The other thing that I like to do, because most people are scared to death about the presentations in front of others, like today, when I knew I was going to give a presentation, I don't know if you even noticed that I was available. I was saying hello, I was shaking hands, I was getting to know you, because then I already feel like I have a friend in the audience. And I do that in my meetings as well, and I encourage you to do that. If you get nervous before you run a meeting or give a presentation, warm up your audience, and that is really helpful. The second big tip, I think, as far as delivering is your eye contact. Who here is a parent or has nieces and nephews that are old enough to lie to you? Yes? Pretty much everyone. What happens when those children try to lie to you? They can't look at you, can they? The eye contact. There is no eye contact. They're looking down. They're looking away. Everywhere but at you in the eye and talking with you. If you avoid eye contact in a sales situation or in communication with a family member, same thing will happen. So here's the tip. Make some eye contact. Gather your information you want to say, connect with a pair of eyes out in your audience, and then start talking. Don't talk unless you're actually looking at someone. You know, the scanning and talking and scanning and talking is just not nearly as effective. People don't feel as communicated with as when you look at them in the eye and convey your information. And it's really, really effective. And you feel confident when you make eye contact. It also helps you not be as nervous. When you're looking at a bunch of people, you kind of start to get in your head a little bit and think about what you're going to say. So 3 things I'm leaving you with today. One is, before you get ready to do a presentation, you're going to think about your audience more than yourself. What's helpful for them? What do they need to hear? How can I convey that best to serve their needs? The second is that you're going to try to have a warm audience. You're going to meet some people, have a friend or two in the audience. And the third is that you're going to make some good eye contact. You're going to practice it at home. You're going to get comfortable looking at someone in the eye. And I wish you the best of luck in all your future presentations. Thank you.